What if you could fit an entire philosophy for a more joyful life onto a single card? Well, today we're going to do just that. We're going to unpack this one piece by piece and really get into the powerful ideas it holds about awareness and, well, choice. All right, so here it is. And at first glance, it looks simple enough, right? You've got a little character, a single flower, but trust me, underneath this charming surface, there's a challenge. There's a daily practice and a really profound realization waiting for us. This isn't just a pretty picture. It's more like an instruction manual. So what is it actually trying to teach us? Okay, so to really decode this thing, we've got to start where any good story begins, right? At the very beginning. And in this case, that's the title. Those few characters right at the top, they basically set the stage for everything else. So those 4 characters you see, they read Jinru Juecha, and that translates to today's awareness. Now that right there, that's our first big clue. This whole thing isn't about some far-off goal like achieving enlightenment way down the road. Nope, it's all about a practice that's grounded right here, right now, in the present moment. What you can notice today. Okay, let's zoom in on that second word, chuecha. Now, sure, it means awareness, but it's so much more than just seeing something. It's about the act of consciously noticing, paying attention on purpose, with intention. It's all about finding these little sparks of insight in the everyday. And honestly, getting this one word is like the key that unlocks the entire philosophy on this card. All right, so we've got the when, which is today, and we've got the what, which is awareness. Now, the card dives into its core message, and let me tell you, it's a pretty bold, almost radical claim about where happiness actually comes from. So take a look at how the main text begins. What's interesting is it's not a command. It's not telling you what to do. Instead, it's describing something that it suggests is already happening inside you. It literally says, you begin to awaken. And this is the awakening it's talking about. It's this huge realization that a life filled with abundance and joy, it isn't some reward you have to earn. It's just a choice, a state of being that you can simply select. I mean, just think about that for a second. That totally flips the script, right? It shifts happiness from something you're always chasing to something you just decide to live in. Now look, hearing that joy is a choice, that's a really powerful idea for sure. But it can also feel a little abstract, can it? Like, okay, how do you actually do that? Well, the card is one step ahead of us. It totally anticipates that question and gives us a super simple, concrete exercise to turn this big idea into a real action. Yeah, I mean, this is the crucial question, isn't it? How do you go from just knowing that joy is a choice to actually, choosing it in your day-to-day life, moment by moment? And what's so brilliant is that the answer is right there in the central image. It's been in front of us the whole time. The card uses this simple, humble little flower to teach us a really profound lesson in how to actually practice this awareness. So here's the practice, broken down into just 3 simple steps. Okay, step 1, go and observe a flower. Super simple. Step 2, sense its qualities. Think about it. A flower isn't trying to be beautiful. It just is. It just effortlessly embodies the sense of abundance and joy. And then step 3, and this is the big leap, you realize that those very same qualities, they already exist inside of you too. Okay, so we have the main idea, and we have a way to practice it. But the card isn't done yet. It adds one more layer, a really playful, kind of modern metaphor to help make this habit of awareness really stick. Just look at the bottom section of the card. It's designed to look just like a bank transaction slip. It actually reads, deposit into the abundance and joy account. I mean, how clever is that? It completely reframes the whole practice. Suddenly, it's not some spiritual chore. It's a direct investment you're making in your own well-being. And get this, the card even suggests a deposit amount, $2. It's just this playful little nod, right? It's suggesting that every single time you do this little awareness exercise, you're literally adding real, tangible value to your inner world. And here's the crucial part. While it suggests a value of 2, the text right next to it says you can freely choose the deposit amount. And that one little detail brings the entire philosophy full circle. See? It's your choice. The practice is meant to be personal and flexible, not some rigid rule you have to follow. This whole metaphor of a joy account is it's incredibly powerful when you think about it. Every small act of noticing the good stuff around you and inside you is a deposit. And just like any bank account, those small deposits, they really start to compound over time. So all of this, the awareness, the choice, the practice of making these little deposits, it all leads to one final, really powerful realization that just ties everything together perfectly. Right there, kind of tucked into the middle of the card, we find the ultimate payoff, the ultimate benefit of this whole practice. The more awareness, the more freedom. And that's the return on your investment, right? It's freedom from all that mental noise and distraction, freedom from just reacting negatively all the time, and maybe most importantly, freedom from that nagging feeling that you're just not enough. Because after you actually do the practice, after you've observed the flower and really sensed its qualities, the main text on the card delivers its final and maybe its most profound truth. The card ends by saying this: you yourself are also complete. And that is the final realization. The point isn't that you're trying to become joyful or become abundant by doing this. No, you are simply learning to recognize the qualities you already have inside you. The flower was never the goal. It was just a mirror. So when we look at this card one last time, we can see the whole journey, right? The title, Today's Awareness, it leads us to the choice for joy. That choice is put into action by observing the flower, and observing the flower helps us realize that we are already complete. The entire thing, it all flows from that one simple act of just noticing. Which, of course, brings us right back to today. Because this practice, it isn't really just about flowers, is it? It's about finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. The warmth of your coffee cup, the sound of rain outside, maybe a kind word from a total stranger. So really, the only question left for you is this: what small thing will you choose to notice today? What's going to be the first deposit into your own joy account?